Amandla, my brothers and my sisters, I greet you in the ancient Kemetic words, Hotep, which means peace. All right, make sure I got myself together here. Make sure I got things in order. Wait for some people to come on in. Ashe. Wait for somebody to come on in. Make sure my stuff is together. Hotep family, y'all be moving slow. Unless I got on late. No, I ain't get on late. 2 minutes late. 2 minutes late. I can't have that. Hotep, Taibidi Hotep, my brother. Play some music. People be tipping in.
Power on. You are now paired. Enjoy.
All right. Brother Chris in the house. Hotep. Queen Amari in the house. Good to see y'all this morning. Hotep. Hotep. Put on some music. Put on some music. All right. I know nobody went there. I ain't gonna say nothing right now, but hope everything is well with everybody. Yes, we're gonna start. We're gonna start. Yes. Get myself together. Yeah.
I see tile as more than a functional material, but rather another medium to bring an artistic element to a space.
I hate that. We gotta get a commercial. Make sure you can share it. Hotep, Amandla. All right. Okay, brothers and sisters. Let me make sure this stuff is off and down. No distraction. Once again, I greet you, Quartet brothers and sisters. Those of you who may not know me, who may come on later on, my name is James Anyabwile. I'm the spiritual teacher and AKA the Awakener of the God in Action Ministries, spiritual and culture center located here in the South End of Albany, New York, y'all. Good to see you on this afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Make sure you got yourself what you need to relax during this time. Get your coffee, your water, your tea, your breakfast, your brunch, your lunch, whatever. And just relax. And we pray that by the time we get off, that you have your experience with us was informative, insightful, encouraging, uplifting, and empowering. Ashe. So once again, we do not take your presence lightly. We at the God in Action Ministries, once again, thank you for taking the time out to tune in. You did not have to do it, but you did. We thank you for that. And so welcome. And when you come on this platform, you're part of the family, the tribe, the gang, the posse. You know, you become a part of that, the village. You're one of us. All right. And so therefore, if you are one of us, when you tune in, there's some things we like those of us to do or for you to do. If you know how to share it, please share this with other people. We don't have the power to make anybody watch anything, but we can send it to them, share it with them, and maybe one day they may stumble over it and listen to it. So we ask that, hey, we got a few people, I see names, here's a few right here. If each person send it to somebody, it doubles the number. Or somebody send it to two people, it doubles the number. All right, so let us try this doing that. And somebody might say, well, I don't know how to do that. Well, hell, you've been on it long enough. You've been in it for 2.5 years now on this platform. You should learn how to do it by now. I really want to hear that. Well, I don't know how to do it. You got to work that cell phone, that smartphone, and that cable TV and all those gadgets. Come on now. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. No more excuses. All right? Ashe. I will go into our number one. Number two, I hope you had a great week and having a great weekend. And Ashe, man, I'm feeling good today. And I'm glad to be able to be in your presence today. And, that's where I'm at, And it's a beautiful day out here in Albany. So what we're going to do, we're going to read our spiritual affirmation. All right? We're going to read our spiritual affirmations. And as I shared before, I'm going to be switching up anyway. But as I shared before, it's not one long affirmation. It's several affirmations where we hope at the end of it, at least one of them will jump out to you. You write that one down or you memorize it and you speak that one to your life this week. All right. And you also can share it with somebody else, okay, to encourage them throughout the week. All right, brothers and sisters. So repeat after me. I embrace success. The words I can't are not in my vocabulary. I refuse to believe my own excuses. I am unstoppable. I choose to radiate love, joy, and gratitude today. I know life is too short to dwell on negativity. I choose to walk in the path of positivity. I am free to create my own reality. I have choices in all situations. I will allow nothing to stand between me and my God. I release my attachment to everything that no longer empowers me. I refuse to let anything or anyone hold me back. Forward ever, backwards never. I'm ready to show the world who I am and what I have to offer. No one can stop me from fulfilling my purpose because I have the Almighty Creator on my side. Raise that beautiful melanated fish, brothers and sisters, or whatever color fish you have. All right, we're going to spread that powerful energy to each other. Energy, spirit, juice transfer. All right, brother, you know how we do it? You know how we do it? Amandla. 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 Meaning power. Power to the people. Give yourself a strong melanated hand, brothers and sisters. Strong black hand. Ashe. 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 Yes, 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 yes. I'm happy and glad to be alive. Oh, yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. This is a great day. All right. And life is what we make it. Yes. I got some work I'm going to put in. You know, I'm not going to be coming on all the time and going through the whole written out order that I used to have. I'm going to jump around sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to jump around sometimes. But I do thank you for those of you who do share the platform. I appreciate that. Each one, reach one, each one, teach one. And let us continue to try to spread the message. You know, that you know that story about the choo-choo train going up the hill. You know what I'm saying? It was going up slow. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I mean, I'm quite sure on his way up, he was saying, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. And at the end of the day, he's like, I know I can. I know I can. I know I can. Though we may be moving slowly. Yes, sir. Because we have a lot of concrete to break through. People are trapped psychologically, mentally. We got a lot of mental work to get through. I mean, a lot of mental repair on our people. And they say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And a lot of people are not ready. They're not ready. But those that are, it's our responsibility to move the shackles from the mind of our people. That's what I live for. That's what I live for. Ashe? And that's what we should live for. All right. I don't know if somebody, let me move into the, we're going to go into the message right now. Let me switch this up a little bit. Let me switch this up. We're going to go into the message. All right. And I know that some of the people who have seen the message or who will see this message say, man, what does this got to do with us? Halloween. Halloween is on the 31st. God is a warner. God is the kind of God that the spirit is the kind of spirit that don't wait till a day to let you to speak to you or to share information. The spirit wants to share information before we even move into a day, to move into something, to participate or get involved in something. Yes, and some people want to hear about Jesus, Bible stories, and all these things. So a lot of times these subjects I have is not attractive. That's all right. I used to be there. You will be just fine. Just keep on watching in secret. We have a lot of Nicodemuses watching in secret. Yeah, we do. Yeah, I know. Yes, we do. I know. There's people who have been honest with me, watching in secret. Yep. But I'm gonna share with you what God has, the spirit of the Creator has given me, and I know one thing about people. People don't want nobody to mess up their holidays or talk about their holidays. I don't want to hear that. They ain't gonna mess up my holiday. You ain't gonna mess up my time. I'm preparing to spend all this money. Nope, I ain't gonna. I don't want to hear that. I'm gonna enjoy my life. Woo! But anyway, I'm going to share some information with you, and I hope that you get something out of it, brother. My brother, my Muslim brother Abdul Rashid Muhammad. Hotep, brother. Mandala. Assalamu alaikum. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man. That's one of the brothers who be calling me all the time, chopping it up. Chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, chopping it up with me. I share. Talking about all kind of things. Yes, sir. But anyway, let's go into the subject. All right. Those of you who saw it, you've seen it on the platform. The subject was Halloween, the celebration and worship of the Lord of darkness and death. Or you could say the God of darkness and death. Halloween, the celebration and worship of the Lord of God of darkness and death. All right? I'm going to try not to swing on this chair because it's comfortable. I don't want to. But anyway, let me just share some information. Some of you may know it. If not, you want to learn something at this time right now. According to my research, okay, I'm going to share with you what I have. You can always go into it yourself. Halloween is a holiday, lay my foundation, that is celebrated on October 31st. Am I right? And I know some of your family members, or even you probably got your pumpkins, got your pumpkin pictures on your window. Woo! Buying costumes for the grandbaby, the children, because you know they're going to start running out. If you don't get it early, you ain't going to be able to get the pick that you want. So Halloween is on a celebration that's held on October 31st. But I want to share with you the origin of it. You always have to understand the origin, where it all began. According to my research, the tradition of Halloween originated 2,000 years ago with the Celtic or Druid festival of Shama. It's spelled Samhain. I think it's an Irish word, but they pronounce it Samhain, Sahwin, Samhain, but it's spelled Samhain. Okay, so it's a celebration. It's a festival of Samhain. All right, Samhain, is the Lord of darkness, or the Lord of the dead. Okay? And they usually celebrated this god Samhain, once again, October 31st through November 1st. October 31st, November 1st. Okay? You got that? They did this and they worshiped and they fellowship. They had a festival worshiping Samhain, right? They did that to welcome in the dark cold winter. It was the end of summer, and they're ushering in the dark, cold winter. So they did that to welcome in the dark, cold winter, a time of the year that the Celtics, when I say Celtics, it was also called the Druids. So I'm going to interchange. They interchange Celtics and Druids, same people, right? That's the time where they associated the dark, cold winter with human death. Human death. Follow me. So on the night of October 31st, the Druids or the Celtics, they believed that the boundaries between the world of the living and the dead was removed. And so it allowed spirits and ghosts, the good and the evil ones, right, to rise from the dead, to rise up from the grave, right, and return back to earth. This was their belief. That happens on October 31st. On this day, what the people would do through this festival, this time, the 31st through the 30th, November 1st, but the 31st of October, during this time, the people would light bonfires, big bonfires. And on the bonfire, they would sacrifice animals. And I read in my research, even people. Right? And at the time they wore masks and they wore costumes to disguise themselves to ward off the evil spirits and evil and ghosts. Now you see bonfire, people lighting bonfires. Look at it, bonfire. They just took the E off the bond. It was really bone fire because, like I said, they would sacrifice people on that big fire. All right? So the Druids or the Celtics, they believed that these ghosts not only would rise up from the dead, they also believed, the good and evil ones, they also believed that these ghosts or these spirits would visit their homes. So what they would do, they would leave out treats or food for the ghosts and the spirits in the home so that it would appease them to make sure they're happy. Make sure that they don't get angry and do them any harm. Are you following me, my brothers and sisters? Now, when the Roman Empire, they conquered the Druids or the Celtics territory, they wanted to assimilate them in their religious culture. They wanted them to come on in comfortably. And like the Christian church is known to do, they have a history of this. The Roman Catholic Church, which is the mother of the Christian church, right? What they did, they incorporated, they adopted the worship and celebration of Samhain, this Druid or Celtic god, what I just explained about, who was the Lord of the dead, and the Lord of darkness. I hope you follow me, brother. I'm trying to go slow so I don't confuse you. So the Roman Catholic Church adopted their ways. Like I said, the Christian church is known to do that. And when they adopted the Druids' celebration and worship and festivals of their God, incorporated it in the Christian religious culture. So the Roman Catholic Church, what they did was they changed it from the worship of the Druids' god, Samhain, to the worship of, or the remembrance of their dead saints. You know, in Catholic Church, they have Saint this, Saint that, Saint this, Saint that, Saint John. You know what I'm saying? Saint Teresa. You know what I'm saying? So they switched the name up. They tweaked the religion that they adopted from the Druids, the originators of this Halloween thing. The worship of the god of death and the god of darkness. So they brought it in, and they called it, they talk about the Catholic Church once they brought it in. They call it All Saints Day. Once again, a day to honor their dead saints. But originally, it was, once again, it was originally designed to what? Honor the dead spirits and the God of death and darkness. See what I'm saying? So they, once again, they named it All Saints Day. Then they changed it to All Hallows Day. Hallow means holy. Then they changed it to All Hallow Mass, to the Catholics. Then they changed it to All Hallow Eve. Then they changed it to what we know of it today, to Halloween. Halloween, like I said, hallow means holy. Eve means Eve. So Holy Eve, Halloween, all man-made, fabricated, invented, trumped up, manufactured, and produced through the Catholic Church, but it originated with the Celtics and the Druids, all these European people. And there's a saying, brothers and sisters, if you don't protest against something, you cooperate with it. I just wanted to give you the history of this thing, and maybe to go back and so you can understand what I said. I think maybe I was clear. If you don't protest against something, you cooperate with it. And one thing about black people, I have respect for life for all people. My concern is my people first. So black people, you want to say we ain't black, whatever you want to call us people. We have been conditioned to participate in things we know nothing about. Stevie Wonder even said it. When you believe in things that you don't understand, you'll suffer. Superstitious ain't the way. Or superstition ain't the way. So we celebrate, we participate. We've been conditioned to get caught up in things we don't really understand. And I'm not just talking about Halloween, I'm talking about all the holidays that you spend. When I say you, speaking out all everybody. If you don't apply, let it apply. But we've been there and done that. I'm talking about all the holidays where our people spend all their time, their money, and their energy to celebrate. They'll go into debt to celebrate it. Are you hearing me? Once again, I'm not just talking about Halloween, right? All the holidays we've been introduced to in the hills of North America has been fabricated, has been created, has been manufactured, have been invented, whatever name you want to call it, by people from foreign and strange cultures. And when we came into the hills of North America, they gave it to us to confuse the hell out of us, and also to milk us from billions of dollars in the process. Oh yeah. At least $10.6 billion is made off of people who participate and celebrate Halloween. And you must keep up front, brothers and sisters, that it is really originally the celebration and worship of the Celtic god or the Druid god, the god of darkness and the Lord of the dead. See, I'm not talking this religious stuff. Oh, he's talking about Satan, the devil, Beelzebub, Lucifer. See, I ain't talking religion. This is a God that the Celtics and the Druids believed in. Are you hearing me? So every time, so you and your children, or your family and your friends, every time you participate in this festival, the honoring or the conjuring up of this spirit or evil spirits, these ceremonies, you are doing the same thing that the Celtics and the Druids of the past are doing. You're doing it consciously or unconsciously. If you're doing it unconsciously, if you sit through this message, you're going to start, if you continue to do it, you're going to be doing it consciously. So you're doing the same thing that the Druids are doing, playing with darkness, worshiping and celebrating and honoring the God of darkness and death when you participate in it. I'm not telling you just don't do it. I don't want you to deal with it going doing things blindly, as I said before. I don't have the power to stop you from doing anything. Nor am I trying to purposely turn you off so you can do things the way I want you to do it. That's not the case. I'm not trying to get you to do anything. I just want to inform you so you become an analytical and critical thinker. So this Halloween thing, which I would say is like this fascination with death and evil. This is the time, brothers and sisters, that it brings out the most evil-minded people I think of. And these evil-minded people are targeting our children, all people, but our children in particular. Why am I saying this, brothers and sisters? What the hell did they do? They laced the candy with rat poison, with Drano, with all kinds of other toxins and poisons. I saw on the news, this news report the other day about how China is manufacturing fentanyl that looks like the shape of name brand candies that we see in our store. Skittles, gummy bears, right? With the name brand on it. And you know America get all their stuff from where? China. And don't you know that China is an enemy of America? And America is an enemy of China. China's enemy of, you know what I'm saying? They both are their enemies. But America do a lot of importing from the enemy. Yeah. During this Halloween, this fascination with death, celebration of darkness, they taught you to have fun with it. Have a good old time with it. As I said, it calls to surface these sick-minded, evil people. I ain't talking about Satan, some invisible guy under the ground with pantyhose, with a long tail, with a pitchfork. I'm talking about some devils on top of the ground, two-legged devils. Cause them to surface to do what? Target our children again. Putting razor blades in the apples, straight pins and broken glass in candy bars to seriously hurt and even kill our children or anybody else who would eat it. But the crazy thing about all of this, my brothers and sisters, that our open enemy, the tricksters, is another word. What they do is they got us putting on costumes and masks to dress up, to go out to play Russian roulette with our children and with our own lives. I hope this one ain't poisonous. I hope this one ain't fentanyl in it. But I hope this piece of candy ain't got rat poison in it. I hope this apple ain't got no razor blade in it. I hope it ain't got no nail in it. I hope it ain't got no straight pin in it. Russian roulette. Having a good time doing it. I'm not yelling at you. Dressing up to play Russian roulette. What's behind door number 1, door number 2, door number 3? Is it a pen, straight pen? Is it glass? Is it a razor blade? Is it poison? Russian roulette. People wearing masks and costumes to play this game They go out there looking like witches and goblins, warlocks, Frankenstein, monsters, devils, or any gory or grotesque looking thing that you can think of or you can imagine. You say you have the mind of God? You say that you love Jesus? Jesus, take the wheel. While you close your eyes to this, what I'm talking about and other things in this world. Jesus, you take the wheel while I close my eyes. Damn Christian church is blind as hell too. Hey, I know you don't like me saying these things, but you use fouler language in your home, talking to your children, your wife, your boo, to each other. So don't get upset because I use hell and damn. You can find that in the Bible. They use code words. So you got the Christian church, the religious organizations. Like I said earlier, they have a history of adopting foreign and strange rituals and ceremonies and practices. It's to bring people in, to make them feel comfortable. That's what they do. So they brought this Halloween thing in. I'm talking about today. And they say, okay, we're gonna do something different. We're gonna Christianize it. We're gonna not wear the evil costumes and evil looking costumes and masks. What we're gonna do, we're gonna wear costumes, put on masks that looks like biblical characters. Biblical characters and angels or things like that. Christmas is a foreign and strange holiday, and Christians came and they Christianized it. And they tried to. Easter is another one. Strange and foreign rituals and ceremonies and practices, and Christians took it in the church and tried to Christianize it, made it Easter. See, they know how to do this. I'm speaking on Christianity because I was born and raised and licensed and ordained as a Christian. I don't subscribe to that now. I don't have nothing against nobody. I just don't subscribe to it. I got my reasons. So they take the church, the religious people, take these ceremonies, these rituals, these festivals, these practices, and adopt them and incorporate them in their worship, in their services, in their religion. They get it from people that they say that needs to be saved through Jesus Christ. They say that they get it from people that they say need to be saved through our religion, delivered through our Christian religion. But they turning you their way, and you're supposed to be turning them, you said, the Christ way. Are you getting something, brothers and sisters? I see my brother King Obar, my best friend, Brother Rich. Yes, sir, from Tampa. Brother Kamal, Brother Kiamu, I see y'all. Y'all can share this with one or two people, it'll be nice. We'll double it. We'll double the people on. Ashe? We talk about Halloween. The celebration and worship of the Lord of death and darkness. Now, have you ever thought about this? You may think I'm reaching far, reaching too far, but I'm going to do this. Have you ever thought about this? Halloween is a day where people can dress like, look like, be like, act and behave like somebody other than themselves. When you put on these costumes and and mask. You want to be that. Whoever you want to put on Chucky, you going to you want to be Superman. Whee, I can fly, Spider-Man. You know, whatever character that you dressed up like, that's the day that you can be like somebody other than yourself. That's nothing new to black people because they got us as black people doing that all year round. Want to be everything somebody other than ourselves. Have you ever thought about that? They convinced us that we was ugly. They convinced us because we're black, we're ugly, that God cursed us. They taught that in school. They taught that through their religion. They teach it through literature, movies, rap lyrics. So we so ugly, we so black. So they, you know, saying we're convinced. So what did they do was, our open enemy, what did they do? They gave us filters on cell phones and on our computers. Filters. All right? To help you make you look like other than yourself, your true self. I think I said that right. Yeah, filters. The open enemy have targeted the black community, and they have deliberately flooded it with beauty supply stores. You got in Albany, we got like 3 or 4 on one block, on one side of the street, and another 2 or 3 on the other side of the street. They deliberately flooded with beauty stores because they have convinced us we're black and we're ugly. So they fill these places up, these supply stores, with makeup and all color types of wigs and false eyelashes, false fake hair and nails. To do what, brothers and sisters? To do what? To disguise or to cover up your true black beauty. So that we can't really see the true queenliness in our black women. Now I know you got some people, you know, I want to clear this up. There's nothing wrong with enhancing your beauty. That's a beautiful thing. Because I wouldn't know beautiful. It's all right to put on, do certain things to enhance your beauty. Because they know the black woman is the most beautiful people in the world. There's nothing wrong with it. So I'm not shooting that down. Hell, I may get me a Sanford & Son, Sanford, a blonde and a white toupee. So I can go dancing. There's nothing wrong with enhancing your beauty, queens. But when it gets to a point where the true you can no longer be recognized, that's too Halloweenish. Or when you go out on a date and your date gets upset when he finds out you don't really look like the picture that you sent them, or you don't look like in real life, you don't look like the picture that you posted on Facebook. When that happens, that's too Halloweenish. Enhance your beauty, but don't ever cover up your true beauty. Don't ever let no one convince you that you're ugly. Your hair too short. Your nails too short. You too black. Need some bleach cream. And you got brothers doing the same thing. I'm just saying. Now, we're talking about this Halloween thing. Let's look at the negative health effects that this holiday, Halloween, can have on our children and our people. Something of the things that people don't think about. Or if you do, you'll be on the same page. Did you know type 1 and type diabetes are destroying the health of our people, black people, the young and old alike? Type 1 and type 2 diabetes. And this is the time. They make billions of dollars off of black people because of our sickness, diabetes. We're on the top of every list of every major disease, and diabetes is one of them. So this day, though they want us having a good old time, this is the day where blood levels are spiked very high on Halloween. That's the day. And the days after, because you have bags of candy that you have collected. I'm not trying to turn you against candy. I'm just trying to make a point here. That is when the blood levels are spiked the highest. Nobody talks about that. So during Halloween, the parents parade their children around to take them to haunted houses and Halloween parties. To do what? To collect and ingest wrapped up, toxic, flavorful, colorful, sweet poison. Sweet poison. Those artificial sweets or that poison, what nutritionists and scientists are saying to be on the list of drugs. These are the names of the ones that we have to really watch out for. Be careful how much you consume. And it's found in almost all the food that we eat, all the food that we eat. Read the labels, y'all. See what you're ingesting. So these artificial sweeteners or this poison and drugs are called corn syrup, high fructose, dextrose, dextrose, glucose, sucrose, maltose, and lactose. All those sugars got the O's in it, OSEs in it. These things cause the blood level to spike very high. If you have type 1 and type 2 diabetes, this thing can have you spike into a coma. Depending on how much you ingest. And like I said, during Halloween, this is the time where you can eat all the candy you want. Kids got it hidden under their bed, in their pillowcase, eating all day, eating all night, taking to school, eating until it's all gone. But their blood is being spiked. And it also says, according to research, right, these byproducts, the sucrose and glucose, they are just byproducts, or what you call dross, or waste that's left over after processing natural sugar. That's like the garbage, the junk. We ain't gonna throw this away. Let's use it for something. Artificial sweetness. Put it in candy. Put it in bread. Put it in the meat. Put it in the cereal. Put it in the fruit juices. Put it in the orange juice. We have to be careful. We have to be careful. It also says, brothers and sisters, that this processed sugar, the Halloween promotes sweets. It also promotes that, right? Gorging yourself with a whole bunch of sweets. It said it has the power to alter a person's mood, their mood. And we wonder why a lot of our children, I'm not saying this is the only reason, but have you looked into this? A lot of our children are being misdiagnosed with having ADD, ADHD, behavioral disorders, mood disorders. They say they can't sit still, they can't stay focused. In many cases, not all, but many, where they're being misdiagnosed, a lot of them are just hooked on sugar. Just think about what they're being fed. Think about what they're drinking before they go to school. Sweet and colorful cereal. Like I said, fruit juices, Pop-Tarts, Little Debbie cakes, sugar-coated donuts, candy. That's what they consume before they go to school. And you wonder why they can't sit still? Or their mood is being changed up? Because all this sweet, this sweet poison, all these things we eat, this sweet poison is nothing but a mood altering drug. Artificial sugar. Once again, brothers, I'm coming down. I'm not here to try to convince you or believe what I'm saying. I'm here just to inform you, to open your eyes. That's what I'm here to do. Because in the Bible, it says that Satan, I'm not talking about no spookers in the ground. I'm talking about wickedness in high places, the governmental realm, industry realm, political realm, wickedness in high places. The 1%, the elite that runs this whole world. It says Satan's is the blinder of the mind. That's why I do what I do. To open your eyes, to inform you, not try to convince you or make you believe what I believe. Once again, all I want my people to be is analytical and critical thinkers. That's all. I can't make the decisions for you. I can't choose for you. But if you're an analytical and critical thinker, you have a better chance of making the proper decision for your life, and for your children's life, and for your family's life. I do what I do to open your mind so that you don't blindly participate or get too comfortable with getting involved with things like strange holidays and festivals and ceremonies and rituals and practices that you really don't understand. Is something wrong with that? Don't your Bible says remain teachable? I'm a student at all times. I can learn from anybody. This is my close. We talk about Halloween, y'all. It's a day of celebration and worship of the Lord, of God of death and darkness. That's what the founders of this Halloween thing, we call Halloween today, what they used it to celebrate their God, Samhain. As I broke down earlier, who this God is, the Lord of death and darkness, the origin of this. And no matter what you and I try to do to change its meaning to a Halloween and its practices or any holiday, it will not change the real reason why it was invented or created or manufactured. Are you hearing me what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? You can fix it up all you want. The meaning of it is not going to go away. Like people say, the slave master was called niggas. You nigger. You nigger. You no good, low down black nigger. You mealy mouth, no good, lazy nigger. We just took the word and talked about it as a word of endearment. I think endearment, honor. What's up, my nigga? See, when black people use it, you know what I'm saying? You know, it means something else. Well, how come when a white person call you nigga, you have a problem? If you said it means something else, you can't change the meaning, no matter how you try to fix it up. A nigga is a nigga is a nigga is a nigga. Where'd it come from? The open enemy, the slave master, call our ancestors niggers and nigresses, and our little babies, little black nigger pickaninnies. Can't fix that up. That's how crazy we are. To my religious people, all the religious people who's going to be participating, this is the 16th today. You got a week or so to think about what I'm saying. I'm not trying to stop you from doing anything, but I want to share, I'm going to bring something to your attention. To all my religious people, especially Christians. You always talk about fighting the devil. You want to fight the devil. You know what I'm saying? We got to get loose from the devil. We got to defeat the devil. We got to overcome evil. That's why you do what you do in religion. A lot of Christians always fighting. Keep the devil off their back. Keep evil at a distance. I'm not saying something wrong with that. But on Halloween, we participate and celebrate a festival or whatever that deals with the dark side of evil ghosts and evil spirits. But you're doing all this devil chasing and devil defeating and evil fighting. The Lord got your back. And Jesus died and broke the devil's power. But on this day, you want to celebrate and participate. Something that deals with the dark side of evil. Facts over feelings. Didn't your Bible tell you? Bible thumpers. I have nothing against the Bible. It's a powerful book if you know how to read it correctly. I'm just talking about you over religious, Christian or denomination connected people. All this devil fighting, all this evil defeating. But you participate in this dark festivals called Halloween, and rituals and ceremonies. Didn't your Bible instruct you, brothers and sisters? Didn't your Bible instruct you? The question is, did you receive it? Receive the instructions? What are you talking about, brother? 1 Thessalonians, the 5th chapter, the 22nd verse, it says, in the King James, abstain from all appearance of evil, or stay away from any appearance of evil. Even though it may not be evil, it may even look evil. Have an appearance of evil and darkness. You don't supposed to mess with it. Are you going to listen to the instructions? Halloween, celebration, and the worship of the Lord or the God of death and darkness. That's what I have today, my brothers and sisters. And I hope that what I shared with you was informative. Something you can share with someone else. Once again, I'm not trying to tell you to not participate in it. I'm not trying to do that. But I want you to go in, if you do it consciously, you're aware of what is really going down, and you just chose to, what the hell, I'm going to do it anyway. Just imagine your children did that. I know mama and daddy told me not to do such and such and such and such, because I'll get in trouble because it's wicked, it's evil, it's destructive, it's deadly. What the hell? I'm going to do it anyway. You wouldn't like that, would you? They're conscious of what you said. They're conscious of what would happen and what they're getting involved in. I'm going to do it anyway. See, that's where we at as a people, man. In many things in life. I'm closing with this one. Those of you who their first time on, I don't know if it's the first time on. I see an August King Nefertiti. Ashe, I don't know if it's the first time on or not, but we welcome you. Queen Niger in the house. All of you. I see Brother Kiamu, not Kiamu, Chikere. Ashe, man. That's what I have for today. And those of you, brothers and sisters, once again, I appreciate it. You didn't have to come on. I don't take your presence lightly. You know, we can use your support though. We can use your support. I know it's difficult out here. You know what I'm saying? But we support things that we really appreciate or take seriously. We need your help. Not begging, not putting you on a guilt trip. We can use your help. And those of you who have a desire to donate something towards our platform so we can continue doing our work, you can do that. You can do that. I'm going to put up some information, okay, at the bottom of the screen. It could show you where you can donate in our Cash App and also our PayPal. You see the Cash App, $GIAM number 20, that's Guillaume, number 20, and PayPal.me/Hotep, HOTEP number 2. If you desire to, and want to know is a way you can donate and help us out. Like I said, we don't do this for money, but it takes money to do this. And so what we know, those of you who do have, as I said, and those of you who do not have, that's what the deal is. I pray that God will bless you, you and your family, where you have more than enough for yourself and more than enough to share to help a good cause, be it this platform or any other good cause. Okay? So, brothers and sisters, I'm going to close out. Once again, I myrrh you. MR is our ancient Kemetic word. It means a hoe, a cultivating tool. So when I myrrh you, I love you with a cultivating love, a love that will help you to grow, to be more productive, to be more fruitful and prosperous in life. So I'll myrrh you. And I hope to see you again. If I come on Wednesday, I will inform you. I will be on. Okay, I will put up some information on our platform. Let's raise that fist, brothers and sisters. Let's raise that fist. Get ready. We're going to close on out. We're going to go out as we came in. You ready? A man in love. A man in love. A man in love. Meaning power. Power to the people. Much love and respect. My time is up. Hotep.